Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the steps that are involved in the fabrication of a band and loop space maintainer. Before directly moving on to the demonstration, let us have a quick review on what is a band and loop space maintainer. Basically, a space maintainer is an appliance that is used to preserve the space that is created by the premature loss of primary teeth. So in this cast, you can note that there is a premature loss of first primary molar, and you can see the premolar underneath in the bone, which will eventually erupt. So for this space to be maintained for the eruption of the premolar, we need to put a space maintainer. So the ideal space maintainer of choice in this case is a band and loop space maintainer. So this band and loop space maintainer is basically a unilateral, non-functional, fixed passive appliance that is ideally indicated following the premature loss of a first primary molar. So when it comes to the appliance design, as the name suggests, we have a band which is encircling the second primary molar, and we have the loop which is engaging the primary canine. So when it comes to the design of the appliance, the loop should engage the primary canine just 1 mm below the contact point at the junction of the middle and cervical third of the canine. And when it comes to the contour of the loop, the contour should be as close as possible to the gingival contour following the extraction of the tooth. So when it comes to the final width of the loop, it should be minimum of 8 to 10 mm to allow the eruption of the premolar. Normally, a premolar has a buccolingual width of 8 to 10 mm. So, the loop should be wide enough to allow the eruption of the premolar. So, these are some of the basic facts that are related to the band and loop space maintainer. Now, we will move on to the steps that are involved in the fabrication. This is the basic armamentarium that is required for the fabrication of the appliance. We need a 19 gauge wire, a wire cutter, universal plier, Adams plier, and this is a 3-prong plier. It is called as a 3-prong plier because of the 3 prongs. It has a CD marker, and today we are going to see the demonstration of the appliance in a typhodont model wherein the first primary molar is missing. Now we are assuming that a band has been adapted in the second primary molar, and now we are moving on to the steps that are involved in the fabrication of the loop of the appliance. So the first step is that you take a nearly straightened wire, and with the help of an Adams plier, we are going to give a right angled bend. So once this bend has been given, you can turn the wire upside down. And now, with the help of a 3-prong plier, I am going to form the 2 arms of the loop. Make sure the 2 arms are at an equidistant from each other. So once this has been done, I am going to hold one of the arms of the loop and push the other arm down. I am now repeating the same on the other side of the loop. So this step is basically done so that the 2 arms of the loop are curved and it engages the canine just below the contact point like this. So the next step is that we have to contour the loop corresponding to the gingival contour that is seen in the model. So this can be done with the help of a 3-prong plier or a universal plier. So I am just contouring the loop. This contouring has to be done for both the arms. So now once the contouring has been done, I am checking it by keeping it on the model. If it is following the gingival contour, you can make the bend more attenuated if you need more contour. After the gingival contour has been made, now you can hold the arms of the loop at the canine and check on the buccal aspect if the contour has been made corresponding to the gingival contour on the model. The next step that we are going to do is that mark the wire at a point in such a way that I am going to bend the rest of the portion of the wire straight so that this portion of the wire, that is the free end of the loop, will engage the band in the middle third. So I am marking the wire at this point, and now I am going to bend the free end of the loop straight to engage the band in the middle third. This bend can be given with the help of a universal plier. So now I have bent the wire straight, and now I am checking it on the model if it is engaging the band at the middle third. After checking if the free end of the loop is in the middle third of the band, see, like this, I have cut off the excess from the free end of the loop. I have cut off all the excess wire. I have also cut down on the lingual side a little as it was disturbing. Now we are going to repeat the same procedure on the lingual side as well. That is to mark it at a point where the free end of the loop will be bent straight to engage the middle third, and then we will give a straight bend and then cut off the excess. So we are going to repeat the same procedure lingually which we did it on the buccal side. Okay. Now this is the final look of the appliance wherein the excess wire has been cut off from both the buccal and the lingual side on the free end of the loop, and as you can see, it is engaging the middle third both buccally as well as lingually. Okay. The two arms of the loop are engaging the canine 1 mm below the contact point at the junction of middle and cervical third. The width of the loop is about 8 to 10 mm to allow the eruption of the premolar, and the ends of the loop are engaged in the band in the middle third. So as I already told, we have a band here. We have assumed that, so the band and the free ends of the loop will be soldered together, and then it will be inserted in the patient's mouth and luted with the help of a luting cement like type 1 glass ionomer cement. Now we have come to the end of the video. So that was the steps that were involved in the fabrication of a band and loop space maintainer. We have many modifications of the appliance, but here we have demonstrated a conventional band and loop space maintainer, which is the most commonly used in pediatric dentistry in case of a premature loss of a first primary molar. Thank you.